How's it going, Martians? Jade back with another Martian report. In this one, we're going over an article from the Next Web. Now, before we hop into it, I want to share the title, at least, of another article from the same author of the article we're about to read. The author's name is Matthew Beedham, and his most recent article is titled "Facebook Hires Lobbying Firm to Sweet Talk Cryptocurrency Regulators." Well, if you just listen to my last article, Forbes seems pretty convinced that private ledgers such as Facebook's Libra coin are inferior to public ledgers such as Bitcoin, XRP, and any other public ledger. So we're going to jump into the article in question here, where Matthew is calling out XRP bag holders as being in a state of begging Ripple to stop dumping its coins. Now, I don't know about you, but I've kind of been saying in a lot of my videos that I'm hoping XRP dumps to 20 cents, which is kind of indicating me that I'd like Ripple to just dump heavy on the market, especially while it's low like this. I mean, the further they suppress the price, that just means the better entry position we get while waiting for the on-ramps to be activated for this whole ecosystem that Ripple and hundreds of banks around the world have been working towards establishing, right? So, at any rate, what's Matthew have to say in his article? We know cryptocurrencies are subject to wild price fluctuations, sometimes at the drop of a hat. Sometimes whales dump coins, causing prices to drop, and one of the biggest XRP whales, Ripple, XRP is being asked to stop dumping. Of course, this will work, right? Of course. I mean, why should we expect Ripple to stop selling coins to continue paying their employees? Why should we expect Ripple employees who are paid in XRP to not sell their XRP for US dollars until the date and time when they're able to just go into the store and exchange their XRP for food, therefore never cashing out of the ecosystem? The ecosystem is just being utilized for, the purchase of goods, like a currency is meant to be. Well, anyways. So a change.org user going by the name of CryptoBitlord started a petition earlier this month asking Ripple to stop dumping its XRP holdings. So far, it's been signed by nearly 2,500 people. Well, anyone who knows anything about CryptoBitlord, you know that he loves to troll. Yes, he is. First off, CryptoBitlord is a notorious XRP maximalist, so it's pretty clear that he's not actually worried about whether or not Ripple is selling XRP or not, simply because of the fact that I'm certain this man understands the fact that the majority of all XRP is already most likely ear tagged for organizations such as the IMF and so on and so forth, other financial institutions who will play a pivotal role in ensuring the mass enablement of the XRP ledger. So, at any rate, Ripple continues dumping billions of XRP on us, crashing the price. The petition reads, "It seems CryptoBitlord genuinely believes XRP as a cryptocurrency, calling it a solid coin with major potential." They later go on to refer to the XRP as a quality coin. The petition's owner is taking issue with the fact that Ripple, one of XRP's biggest holders, is dumping coins and driving the price down. The only logical explanation is that Ripple are dumping on us, and not small amounts either, literally billions. We have seen the reports of them disclosing this, so it's a fact, they added. He makes clear that CryptoBitlord genuinely believes in XRP, as we all know he does, and our circulating supply has increased by about 6% at most, maybe about 8%, because there was only about 40, I want to say 45 or 46 billion XRP in circulation, right? At any rate, whatever the actual circulating supply is, the actual amount in circulation has not increased by such a detrimental amount that would explain a 95% price decrease plus suppression. The reason XRP's price is low, and I'm certain Crypto Bitlord knows this, is simply because of the fact that it's in the depression stage, it's in the bear trend, and all trends reverse so long as there are fundamental drivers that will push it to that. And that's why I and so many others in the crypto, news journalism space are advocating that individuals follow fundamentals of coins, not the technicals. Technicals are only going to tell you that trends continuing because that's what technicals are meant to do. They're meant to pretend that the trend is not going to break, and so you play within the trend's range. And it's a self-fulfilling prophecy. That's why markets are irrational. At any rate, let's assume that Crypto Bitlord doesn't actually know that, but I'm pretty certain he does, and that this is a troll. Anyways, let's continue on. So obviously, it seems all they want is for, they being the people who have signed this petition, it seems all they want for XRP is to reach its all-time high prices that were seen in the 2017-2018 bull run. In January 2018, XRP traded for over $3 per coin. It's now trading around 30 cents per coin. Back in July, Ripple's Q2 report disclosed that the company had sold $106 million and $144 million worth of XRP in institutional direct sales and programmatic sales, respectively. So collectively, you have about $250 million worth of XRP in its Q2 sales, which would have equated at that point in time, because it was usually over 30 cents, would have equated to approximately 800 to 900 million XRP, not billion, right? Not even a billion in a whole quarter. So research from cryptocurrency news outlets, The Block, reported a similar story for Ripple Q1. According to research, Ripple sold, that's actually a lot more. They sold 890 million worth of XRP, with most of that, 65%, going to institutions, and the remainder, 34%, being sold to exchanges. Okay, so what you can take away from that then, that's a lot more. That's actually surprising. So Q1 must have been their best quarter, even better than Q2. June would have been including Q2, which is interesting because that was when we got our announcement from MoneyGram and so on. So it may have been that most of that that was sold out in Q1 was actually for the MoneyGram deal, which we know that Ripple invested a considerable amount of money into MoneyGram stocks just to be able to have them move forward with adopting XRapid, right? So still though, that's when you equate those two from the last half of the year, essentially, you're ending up with 34% of this 890 million in circulation, with, again, the price being on average about 30 cents, as it does say there, for the Q1. Actually, it's a little bit lower. It's probably like 28, 29 cents. But anyways, 3 XRP for every million, right? So that would be about 2.3 billion that was sold total, but only 1/3 of that, so approximately 600 to 700 million more XRP was put into circulation, as in sold on an exchange where you or I or anybody else is going to witness a price shift, right? Because as we all know, as XRP investors who have done our research, any XRP that has gone to an institution thus far is not being put into circulation, but is instead being utilized by those institutions to either as an incentive purely for the promotion and aid in growing the network of XRP's value in the future, or because they're using it within their test nets to, which is what most of them are doing, so that they can integrate XRP into their payment flow channels, their payment channels between themselves and other individuals out in the ecosystem. So again, the big takeaway is that over 6 months worth of data that they're breaking down in this article, you could maybe find a billion XRP that's actually hit circulation in 6 months. And again, we're saying that we know as investors as an investor who's been here for over a year now, it's well established information that you can go back and check my content and others on, that XRP has been on an exponential climb as far as institutional adoption. The beginning or the middle of last year, they were only getting about 1 to 2 new contracts, new partnerships, solidified each week. Now we're solidifying 3+ new contracts a week. So the growth has become exponential. The rate of adoption has become exponential. And yet, even in the most recent data reports that we have, they didn't even put out more than, not even a whole 2 billion XRP into the circulating supply. So it's absolute FUD. It's absolute FUD. And I think, to be completely frank, I think that BitLord is really just trying to spook weak hands out because he wants to get as deep pockets as possible, which, hey, maybe he'll be successful. Maybe enough people will believe Crypto BitLord over the Martians saying, come on, dude, stop trolling the people in your own ecosystem. That's a way to get people to hate you real quick when they end up, with cold hands, empty bags, and the price skyrockets because you told them they're going to dump on us, so we'll have a better entry, right? I'd love it. Maybe we'll get it, and maybe individuals such as Crypto BitLord who are spreading uncertainty into the ecosystem, into the XRP community, maybe they'll be successful in helping ensure the price is driven down to that, right? At any rate, I hope you all have enjoyed this. Obviously, there's not anything of substance in this article to go into any more depth on, so I'll wrap this video up here and hope to see all of you in my next video. If you're new, be sure to hit that subscribe and ring that bell so you can be up to date on any of my newest videos. And if you haven't already, please hit that like, and I'll see all of you in my next video on Mars.